Welcome back to Ready, Set, Sold. I'm your host, Bryan Vogt. Thank you so much for joining us. And now it's the portion of the show where people, we hear a lot of positive responses, and that's the tip of the week. And earlier we were talking to Keith from Metro East Missouri Home Inspections and talking about the inspection process. And one of the things that we do find sometimes that sellers, and depending on what their makeup is, how they're thinking, maybe they're new selling, maybe it's been years, whatever the situation is, that instead of waiting for the buyer to bring in their inspection and to go through the house in 2 or 3 hours, is to get it pre-inspected. And Keith, if you could, I'm sure you've done pre-inspections and they turned out pretty well, correct?
Yeah, I've done a lot of good homes, that the buyers are taken care of very well, but I also see the other side of the spectrum too. It's just a great idea to have a home pre-listed or, a pre-inspection done prior to listing to identify those larger concerns, those things that you overlook every day that are broke but you just forgot about that could take you 10 minutes and a couple dollars to repair, and it just kind of makes the home look more presentable. Takes away from all the surprises when the buyers have their own inspection done and have a home inspector sweep through the house. When you see the numerous little nickel and dime concerns, which could really be left off of the platter if you guys would just get them taken care of up front, replacing light bulbs, tightening door handles down, simple minor repairs that could be done ahead of time that would just kind of make the home look more presentable to your buyers and just kind of take away from that whole fear of what's going to be found during the buyer's home inspection process. We do a good number of pre-listing home inspections on homes in the general Metro East Missouri area, and our sellers are just always so surprised to see that we identified the items that they knew about already. They had just forgot and they overlook them every day. So it just kind of makes them feel comfortable, gives them more peace of mind is what it does.
And I love what you said there, and I think that just to add on to that too is look. Sometimes, unfortunately, there is a big item. And I know on the real estate side, getting ahead of that, finding out if there is an issue with the roof, if there is an issue with the heating and cooling system or even water heater or one of the bigger items, you want to get ahead of that because when you put your house on the market and that comes up later, that can create some serious problems and put some doubt in buyers' minds. And the other thing, too, and Keith, I love what you said, and that was, perception is reality in real estate, and buyers see that light switch. They can't understand why the light switch doesn't work. It starts putting that doubt, and that can have an effect on them moving for your house or sometimes the price that you get for your house, since they're starting to try to protect themselves, and in those situations, that could cost you thousands of dollars. So Keith, great tips. If you have any doubts whatsoever, talk to your agent, ask them about the idea of getting it pre-inspected. Have somebody like Keith come out there. It's painless, but I tell you what, it gets all those things out of the way quick and easy. And we've used Metro East Missouri inspections for years. They do a great job. With that said, great show. Keith, thanks so much for being on the program. Happy Saturday, everyone. See you next week.